Here's my trading strategy to trade Bitcoin during the current market conditions. So I've been playing around with leverage trading for quite a while now, and I've been trading various different cryptos. One the other day I was trading, for example, is this one here, Siren. This one had a huge move. It went from 50 million market cap all the way up to 3 billion. It had a massive parabolic spike, and ever since then I was watching, getting ready to short it, right? I missed this big dump here because it happened whilst I was asleep, but it pumped back up again and I caught this one, and then I made a nice trade out of this one, okay? And then it's pumped up again, and now I've been trying to short it again, but look at all these wicks coming up here, and every time I try to enter I keep getting stopped out by these wicks that keep coming up, so it just seems so manipulated. I mean, the trade that I did here with the short, I pretty much, on all of these stop outs here, I've given about half of it back. So now I've kind of taken a step back because I don't want to give it all back, and I'm realising that the way with leverage trading is probably just to trade Bitcoin, because these are so manipulated, some of these coins. Although don't get me wrong, when the bull run comes around I will be trading larger cap altcoins, because Solana, for example, if you were trading Solana during the bull run in 2023, 2024, you would have made a lot of money, right? It doesn't matter where you got in. You know, if you saw it pump here and you got in on this pullback and then traded it up to here and then sold and then got in on this pullback and traded it, if you were trading Solana on this bull run, you probably had a good time, right? And the same with some other coins. Sui was another good one. You know, this is Sui. Sui had a good run, and even XRP had a good run as well, among many other coins, obviously, right, during the bull run. So when the next bull run comes around, I will be trading some of these altcoins as well. But whilst we're not in a bull run, I think it makes sense to just trade Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's much safer and it's less prone to manipulation, right? So the all-time chart for Bitcoin is in an uptrend, as you can obviously see. Over time it's been going up, even though it's been dumping along the way after the big parabolic spikes. Overall it's been going up, everybody knows that. Now more recently, since we've been in a bear market, the trend has been going down, right? So altcoins have been in a bear market for longer than Bitcoin even, but Bitcoin's been in a bear market ever since it broke this low here, right? Ever since it broke this low here, that's a breaker structure, we've been in a bear market. So now we're currently in a downtrend in this channel here, so we could go lower. Now there's one thing that says that maybe we won't go lower, is that we're above the previous all-time high in 2021, so that should be a strong support. And there was a lot of trading activity going on here as well, where it just chopped around in this area. So we're currently at a strong support level. So we're in a downtrend, we're in a bear market, especially for altcoins. Altcoins are definitely in a bear market. They've been in a bear market for longer than Bitcoin. But Bitcoin could be coming to its low now, right? Or it could come down to 40, 50k, or it could even come all the way down to 20, 30k in the worst case scenario, in my opinion, right? I don't think it probably won't, but you know, I think this box here around 40, 50k is kind of more likely. But it might not even go down there, right? It might not even, because it's at a support zone right now. So it might not, we don't know. But right now, because it's at this support zone, it's currently ranging, right? It's been a downtrend, it's hit the support zone, and now it's been ranging. So this is what I'm currently looking to trade. So we'll come over to my trading chart. So this is my trading chart for making my entries and everything. I've marked out a support zone down here, where these wicks are here, where it's been bought up fast. The candle closes here, but the wicks are down here. So I marked this as a strong support zone, because there's a lot of buying was happening down here, right? And it's bounced up from there previously. And it's also bounced off of the top of that on this wick. And this resistance zone here, where again these wicks here were a strong, you know, there was a lot of activity going on here where price rejected, and then here it rejected on either way, right? It rejected here on the down trend and then bounced up, and then over here it tapped it and then rejected off of it, and it's done it again recently. So these are the two areas I'm looking at. It's currently in the middle of this range, so these are the extreme areas of the range. So now we zoom into the 4-hour chart. These are the tops for Bitcoin right here. I've marked this as a trend line. That's something to take into awareness. Trend lines are pretty unreliable in my experience. A lot of the time trend lines don't really, you know, the price doesn't really react to trend lines that well most of the time. Sometimes it does, but it's kind of hit and miss. But it's something to be aware of. So we've got that trend line, we've got the extreme support and resistance zones, okay, and we're just ranging in the middle of this, right? We're in this range. So it rejected off the red range. It didn't quite reach the green yet, so I'll put this line here where it did bounce, so we can see that. So basically my strategy for the current time is to swing trade back and forth in this range until it breaks the range, right? So for example, if price goes up here towards the red zone up here, maybe if it comes near this trend line as well, maybe it comes to here and then it kind of starts stalling out and it looks like it's going to come back down, you know, or we see some sort of confirmation that it's going to come back down, most likely, then maybe I'll go short here, right? So I enter short there, and then I can target down before it hits this resistance line, this support line, I mean. You know, we put the stop loss above the trend line somewhere, or above, probably above this high, actually above this high here would make sense. So that would be basically a 3-to-1 risk to reward, right? Which means for every $100 you're risking, you make $300. So long as you win more than 1 in 3 times, then this will be a profitable strategy. And now obviously you can take profits here, or if there's a big move and it just moves down really fast, then you can stay in, or you can leave half of it in or something like that, and then maybe it's going to break out and go lower, then you can still be in this, and you could even make more than 3-to-1, right? And the same in the opposite direction. So if it breaks out and has a massive leg down to 40-50k, then, you know, maybe let's say it goes down to 50k, then, you know, that would be a 7-to-1 risk to reward. But obviously you'd probably take some profits at the sensible level and then leave the rest of it in to run. But really, I'm just trying to swing trade in the range at the moment, right? Even though I think something like this is likely to happen. And then the same with going long, right? So if the price comes down, price comes beneath this line and it kind of bounces off this green box and comes up back above this line again, for example, then maybe I'll enter long here. Okay, we target up to before the red box, and then we put the stop loss beneath this low here. So that would be a 2.6 risk to reward ratio. So obviously this is going to be a little bit different every time. I mean, you could probably make it a set amount if you want, but I prefer to look at particular zones. I'm not going to try and decide how much money I'm going to make, right? I'm going to just put it where the zones on the chart are, right? Because I'm trading the chart. I'm not trading how much money I'm going to be making. I'm just trading the chart. And I think a rule for me is, so long as it's more than a 1-to-1, then it's could be okay, right? So a 1-to-1 would look something like that. So the stop loss would be all the way down here and the take profit would be up here. And if you do a risk to reward that big, then, you know, if the price goes against you, you could always just close it earlier anyway if you have time. And then the actual stop loss would just be like an emergency stop loss, right? So that could work as well. But anything that's like this, you know, if the reward is less than the risk, you know, I'm not going to do that. So it has to be a bare minimum 1-to-1 for me. So that's how I'm currently planning to trade during this current range that we're in, right? And if you want to keep up to date with my trading activity or any analysis I'm doing, or you just want to keep up to date with everything I'm doing in crypto, then you can join my Discord if you want. So this is my Discord here. You can see my posts. You can chat with other traders and investors in the group. I've got an exchange listings bot. You can see my trading activity. We've got some wins here, so this is where I'm going to post all the wins. So all the best finds, the best wins in the group, I'll post here. So this is the most recent win, over a 6x so far. And this win here was a good one, 67x on this one. So yeah, any wins in the group I'll post here. Get access to my course as well if you want. And you can see my watch list. So yeah, if you want to be a part of this, it's still up for $1 a month at the moment. Just whilst the market's crap, right? But the price is going to go up soon enough. Either when there's a few more people in here, I'll put the price up, or when the market gets better, I'll put the price up. So currently you can join for $1 a month and you'll be locked in at $1 a month for as long as you want. That's the deal. So if you're interested, the link for this is down in the description. It doesn't really matter your experience level or what exactly you trade, if you trade leverage or if you trade meme coins or if you trade whatever, or if you're a long-term investor, if you're a noob or if you're experienced, doesn't matter. I'm building this group for just everybody in crypto, right? So yeah, if you're interested, link is down in the description. Apart from that, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.